Hi, my name is Joel Price.
I'm Amy Oberlin. I'm the news editor at the Herald-Republican newspaper.
Where did you get your start?
Well, actually, I got my start in 10th grade English composition class. I did really well on an assignment, and the teacher actually had me stand up and read this composition that I did. And that one moment in high school, I felt like I was sort of finding my gift and doing what I really was meant to do. I didn't go right into college, but when I did, I was going to go into marketing. And I learned quickly that what my interest really was English. I like to write, I like to read, I like to research. So my college classes sort of led me to journalism.
Where did you go to college?
IPFW. I went to Indiana University for a little while, but mostly IPFW.
It's a great school.
Yeah, I got a pretty good education.
How long have you been in the industry?
About 20 years, a little more than that. I graduated in 1994, and I've worked for a few different newspapers, but mostly the Herald-Republican here in Angola.
Kind of a niche.
Yeah, and it's my hometown, so I care about the people here.
Nice. What is your inspiration for becoming a journalist?
Well, I do enjoy writing, and I feel like this has improved my writing. Over the past couple years, I've started writing novels, and I would contribute that to day-to-day writing stories for people to read, comprehension, to interest people, to excite people, and also because I do care about people here. You know, when I'm writing, I've been doing this series on anti-bullying, and I really, really hope that makes a difference in this world.
Now with how technology is changing day to day, how do you find that you have to cope and adjust with it?
Oh my gosh, I saw that question, and we're just getting ready to change I'm going to call it a word processing system. I think they call it a data delivery system. So right now I use something called GPS. So I don't just go onto the computer and type my story. I go onto the computer, I log into GPS, I open up a file, I code it for the web, I code it for all these different places it needs to go in our archives, then I open it up, and there are all these functions just to write a story. You know, I don't just type the story, and then you have to save it and close it. You attach your photos to it, so you go into a web browser, you attach your photo, then you put your photo somewhere else, you write a cut line. So there's a lot of technical work just to making one story. There's all these different steps so that you get it right, so it goes in the archives in the right place, and they're going to know if you didn't get it right. So we just found out this year we're going to change our data delivery system. So GPS that I've learned all these different steps to is bye-bye. Now we're going to use something else. And so they're going to come in, they're going to take all of our software away, give us new software, and teach us another extremely technical way of writing stories. My coworker just came back from the demo in Kendallville, and she's like, "You're going to hate this thing." I hate this thing, you know. So technology, while we're doing a lot of things that allows these stories to go online so people can read them, and I know that today's world requires these things. You know, it's a lot of learning, and it's a lot of little nitpicky things that sort of take away from the day-to-day, just having an idea and interviewing somebody and doing a story. So it's good for today's needs, but it's technical. It's learning.
Do you incorporate social media into your day-to-day writing process?
I do. I sometimes I feel like I should get away from the social media a little bit, but I pick up my phone and just, like you do, maybe you hit Facebook, you scroll through, you see something. See the Thriftniks are gonna release an album on March 31st, and see a little interview they've done with Chapman's, and I think I should do that article too. That's a great article. So I see these things frequently, I get ideas from social media. We do some live streaming through the newspaper. We've done that a little bit. I make videos. you know, and sometimes I go ahead and post them to my Facebook site or to the newspaper's Facebook site.
That is a great way to connect with today's youth.
Yeah, and I try to make them fun.
Can you tell me any new projects that you're working on?
Well, the project I have been working on is an anti-bullying video here in Steuben County. It sort of organically happened that I got involved. October was National Anti-Bullying Month, and I wrote an article. And there was a meeting at the community center that Extension was hosting, so I thought, well, I should go to that as a follow-up to my article. And in the end, I got involved in doing this video. It's a huge video project. We've interviewed local kids, we've interviewed bikers, we've interviewed adults, we've interviewed a lot of different people who have feelings about this. And that was so funny. And on Friday, I'm not spilling the beans because you guys can't really release this information, but on Friday at Angola Middle School, during their school, they have a little carnival walk-in thing after school. We're going to do a social experiment and set up a mock bullying experiment and see how the kids react to it. The Impact Institute kids are going to be there filming it, sort of incognito, pretending like they're doing a photo booth. So we've got the footage of the video, of the testimony, we've got footage from whatever happens Friday, and we have no idea what's going to happen Friday. And we're going to take all this stuff and make it in a 2.5-minute video that they're probably going to show across the state. And that has been, it's been a great project.
That sounds great.
So yeah, I'm really, really invested in it, and it's partly almost personal, and partly I'm doing this for the paper because I do a lot of articles too.
And my final question is, if you had to do it all over again, would you stay with journalism?
It's a very good question. At this point of my career, I'd have to say yes. It's not a big money maker, especially here in a small town. But I have got to see people change and grow. I've got to be part of some really great things. I've got to feel like I made a difference, and that's been pretty huge.
I could tell by the tears in your eyes. You definitely
yeah, well,
like this.
it means something, yeah.
It's great where your passion is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Katie, I really appreciate you. Amy, I apologize.
Hey, I was blessed.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for this interview, and I hope you can like and subscribe on our Facebook page.
I would love to like and subscribe onto your Facebook page. Thank you.
Nice.